come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Noah Spence in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Ready. You ready? Kill.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
Hey, easy. Ready. You ready?
From the gun, it's Breeze. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
Good set. Ready.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area, that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. They didn't really have to earn that 1st down, did they?
Well, they're not having to earn much, are they? Back-to-back penalties. First was 1st and 5, and now they give them a 1st down.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. And they'll go with the ground attack here. Demario Davis there on the stop.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Play fake. It's Fitzpatrick. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 49 yards.
Okay, what can't Deshaun Jackson do? All right, we know about the catches. We just saw another one there. Also gets involved in the return game, and he can break big plays like that. And we've seen him do it throughout his NFL career.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Manti Te'o in there to get him for a loss of 5. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Here's Fitzpatrick. Flushed. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cameron Jordan in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That's sacks on back-to-back plays. 3rd and long, Fitzpatrick following the sack. What can he and the gang come up with? Play action now. Fitzpatrick. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. We focus our attention here on the Saints offense as they come out. And last year, they were coming into 2017 with 3 straight 7-9 seasons. Well, they got it turned around. Won the NFC South at 11-5. Won a wild card game, and then we all know the story. Heartbreak in Minneapolis.
But it's one that won't break this team, I don't believe. I think it's actually something that they can use as fodder for the season, as something to build upon. And when you think of New Orleans, you naturally think of offense. You think of Drew Brees. You think of Alvin Kamara last year as a rookie, making the big plays. Mark Ingram running the football, throwing it to Mike Thomas out wide. But the key to this team continues.
Touchdown, New Orleans. Dez Bryant, 50 yards. And the Saints have taken the early lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Lutz with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And we've got a penalty marker down here as he's able to get this only to the 20-yard line. Yeah, this is going to put him back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
1st down, Fitzpatrick. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Howard. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Here's Fitzpatrick. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. A big play for the Bucs there on 3rd down. 59 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. And they'll go on the ground. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Now a 2nd down throw for Fitzpatrick. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. So after the INT, it's Brees. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Ready. Got it. Good set.
Brees again here on 2nd and 10. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Jason Pierre-Paul in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. 3rd and long now after the sack of Brees, and the Saints up against it here.
Ready.
Shotgun now for Brees. And Brees is going to go down in the end zone, a safety. So they go with the empty set, and that's the risk you run right there. Nobody was there to protect.
Well, you know how most offenses have audibles, and they've changed plays when they see certain sets. A lot of defenses do the exact same thing. You go to an empty back set, they bring pressure, and boy, did it pay off in this case.
Well, these Buccaneers coming off a 4-game drop-off from a year ago, 9-7 in Dirk Cutter's first season to 5-11 last year. It's now 10 straight seasons without a playoff appearance, and in fact, they have not won a playoff game, Charles, since winning Super Bowl 37.
And in order for them to get back to the playoffs, they've got to go through their division.
Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Manti Te'o. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Well, when I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it. And the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result. Takes
this to the 32, maybe the 31, as the defense rallies quickly after the nice move. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to make it 4th down. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Brees. He completes it to Bryant. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Dez Bryant, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Saints add on to their lead. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. This offense trots back out there now, and as they do, Charles, one thing to point out that we saw a second ago are some of the new rules in the NFL this year regarding kickoffs.
Yeah, nowadays, the kickoff team, no more running starts. Remember that when you got to circle a guy around, and here he goes? No more. You have to start, close to the ball. And when it's kicked, then you get to take off and go, so you can't build up your speed that way. Also, when you're returning it, remember those wedges that we used to say where guys would form together, 2 or 3 guys? No more of those. So it'd be a lot more man-on-man, one-on-one blocking. And also they have rules about where people have to be when the ball is kicked, where they have to be when the ball is caught. So to me, it's much more like a punt return than it is an actual kickoff return. So I'm eager to see if teams now take their punt returners, those nifty guys who make people miss in the open field, and make them the kickoff returners as well, because I think you can still get big plays in this area if you have the right people back there.
Now Fitzpatrick, and the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Alex Okafor. In there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Fitzpatrick now. And a catch right side by Evans. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And
for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Breeze now on 1st down. This is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Drew Brees does it again. 3 first-half touchdown passes for him now. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. This quarterback now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. They go play action. Fitzpatrick. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Deshaun Jackson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bucs get the quick strike touchdown. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well. So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it? Absolutely. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll check in for the first time with the newest member of our Madden family, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no? I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors. This is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake here, Fitzpatrick. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Tyler Davison coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Fitzpatrick to throw it. Flush to his right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down. Then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
To throw is Fitzpatrick. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Now the attention. Turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Move there, looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Breeze. Being chased out left. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. Breeze going to try and throw on 3rd down. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Dancing to his left. The 20. He hits his target. Left side, Watson. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. It's a big play there for the Saints. 43 yards. The Saints had 23 rushing touchdowns last year, most in the league, and they've got Kamara back there on 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Ingram. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
The last 2 runs have gone nowhere, and now another showdown looming on 3rd and goal. They'll run it with Kamara. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Saints add on to their lead.
Sammy!
Breeze now to throw. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. Shedding the tackle. And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now, penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 13. Now it's the backup Winston. Right side caught by Jackson. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. On 1st and 10, Winston. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. That opening drive rhythm continues right into play number 3.
Whatever they decided that they wanted to run before the game, it's working pretty well for them right now. Moving the ball downfield at a nice rate. And guess what? I think the chain crew might have to get a little oxygen over there.
Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I tell you, you don't have press conferences when you sign guys like this. But he's been a real difference maker so far. That's now 2 interceptions for him in the game. And when you're getting contributions up and down your 53-man roster, you're going to be all right.
And he goes across the 20 to the 22. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That good for 19 and a 1st down. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Levante David in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. And Bryant's got it over the middle. Back now here live in New Orleans. The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Now Breeze. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that 1st down now. I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
On the check down, he finds Kamara. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. Brees going to go on 4th down. And, this is going to depend on forward progress. But they're saying no, he didn't get there. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Buccaneers' defense holds, and they get the football back. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 43. So after the INT, it's Brees. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 23 yards on the play. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. On 4th down, off goes Drew Brees, and on comes the Saints kicker, Will Lutz, for the field goal attempt. This from 44 yards away. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Manti Te'o in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. Play action now. Winston. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it is incomplete. The Bucs try it on 4th down but come up empty. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line. Now, this is a nice little gift wrap situation as they take over 1st and goal. Now Brees. This will be caught at about the 6. Hill's hit, and he lost the football. And the offense will hold on to this one right at the 5-yard line. Lucky there. And just one man in the backfield here. That's Kamara, 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 3, and we have now arrived at the 2-minute warning. The Saints on third down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Here's Breeze. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Michael Thomas there to make the grab. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. Lutz good on the extra point, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And now we won't see a play on first. First down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Play fake. Winston. And Winston lost the football. But it looks like a Buccaneer was able to corral it. Yes, the Bucs have it. Tampa Bay keeps the possession. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Throwing. Winston. And a catch right side by Evans. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And that one results in 35 yards. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
51 to Mike. 51 to Mike. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
play fake here on first down. And he's taken down here by the Saints.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Off the play fake, Winston sliding out of the pocket. And this is going to be caught? No, they say it. It's incomplete. The Bucs on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 17.
3 down. Ready. Black 22.
On play action. Winston. Open man has got one. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They go play action. Winston. And Winston lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. 30. 10. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. So this defense clicking early in the year, week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. Lutz with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.
Look at the cash coming in. Come get your man, Slim Booker bugging me. Just need a bag, quit all that jaw jackery. Don't even be that, I don't want none of it. He's mad about it, had enough of it. Whoa, watch what you saying, how that poppin' and shaking. Got is a lazy, my posse dipping, I raiding. We act a fool for the paper. Had a dream and I made it. El Camino on Dayton's, bitches guess over baby. Put the bread on me. Bet on my bacon, big and flat in the bacon. I might just roll out today. I might just roll out to Vegas, head back to my old ways. Have a roof for all day. Look at me, baby. Look at me, baby. Don't I look like a million? I'm about to clean out the safe. Don't I look like somebody that just be bodying everything? All that talking is great, but I don't be talking. I air it out. All the problems have gotten easy to bury. I'd rather kiss on my. I've been broke for way longer than I've been rich, so until it levels out, I'ma take mama to the Marriott and took me so long to get it, gonna spread it out. Let them know all about me when I'm dead and gone. One in the hand, one in the bag, bugger. One in the hand, one in the bag, bugger. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash. Bubbling. One in the hand. One in the hand. One in the hand. One in the bag. Bubbling. Look at the cash. Look at the cash. Bubbling. Look at the cash. Bubbling. I'ma need all the fries you can give me, all the hot sauce, all the pie you can give me. Better be all or nothing, don't have me in the middle. You better be all you can, in the limit. Super fly for the dumbos, 20 slides like a shuffle. Hit the cadence on my young. Isaac Hayes, Billy Ocean, but the old with the cane stick. Let my slippers at the function. It's hard to run the Gucci slides. That you say you didn't never. I'ma step no. Jackie Chan, no travel. Can't clean it with the beat. Dripping from the. No, not me. I can never be the one you wanna stuff for. Money, that machine. The fair gamma stove. R.I.P. the times that I was broke. Acting like a 9/11 folks. Matte black, liquor clean. Dead president and I'm a local. Cooking up canard. Waiting for the antidote. Running out of time. Patience thinner than a penny hoe.
Over here, empty your pockets. I don't do that. You might press me. You do what I tell you. Get over here. He's gonna get nasty.
One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash. Really gonna run up the money, I'm calling.